Hi, I'm back. It's Crafty Book Girl. We'll get into the name change a little later. In the very first video I ever formed on this channel, I had a pet. I have a new one. He's my babies. This is Hades. This is Hades. Get up in the camera. Yeah, these are my babies. My new babies. He's just chilling in this cage. So if you ever see this open in the background, that's because that's his cage right there. Yeah. Or if you ever hear, like, that's him fucking around. Anyway, let's get into why I've been gone for over a year and a half. I look busted and crusted. It's because I went to work this morning. My hair is no longer brown, also. It's black. So let me get into part of the reason why I stopped filming. I ended up, before I quit, like, stepped away from the channel, I ended up having, like, 2 to 3 videos, I'll have to go back through, that I didn't upload. Like, I recorded them all, didn't have them edited, none of that. But if you ever want to see them, let me know and I will upload them. Like, I'll edit them and upload them. I don't know if I talked about it. I might have talked about it in one of the other, like, the videos that didn't get uploaded. My grandmother, who I was very close to, and she practically raised me and all that, passed away suddenly. And so that's kind of why I took a step back. That and life got the better of us. I mean, it happens to any of us. I have a buddy looking at me because he wants out of the cage so bad. Life happens. My grandmother passed away. I was very close to her. She had an infection that sped up her dementia. And by the very end, she didn't even know who I was. She called me by my mother's name. And I won't get into too much because I'll start crying. Second thing, I'll get into that. Grandmother passed away. I took a step back from college. I was going to college for sign language interpreting. I took a step back, kind of reevaluated where I was in life and what I wanted to do. I was going to do sign language interpreting because personally I thought it was like an easy degree because a lot of my family is deaf and sorry, he wants out, is deaf, and I've been speaking American Sign Language since I was 6 months old. So, I thought it was an easy degree, and I realized I didn't do it for myself. And that's one of the things that I've always said, that I'm going to go to college and get a degree for something I like to do, not because I wanted to do it for somebody else. And so, I decided that eventually I'm going to go back and go to cosmetology school. Like, I really want to be a hairdresser. I've always wanted to be a hairdresser. Where I'm from, locally, they have a career center of sorts that does cosmetology, and I was going to go there while I was in high school, like a senior in high school. I'm sorry if you see ferret booty. We'll have to censor the ferret booty. But I took a step back from that, put that on hiatus, especially because my grandmother was sick. Oh, hold on. I put that on hiatus because my grandmother was sick, and it was just a lot between trying to take care of my grandfather and do a bunch of schoolwork, all while trying to keep my own mental health on the rise. No, stay back, buddy. To keep my own mental health on a steady level. It kind of sucks. If you ever see me looking off to the side, I have my phone set up here with kind of like the rundown of what I want to talk about in the video. That's what that is. I got a new job. I used to work for a school in special needs. I was a sign language interpreter, or sign language aide for a student. I won't say the school district, but a local school district of ours. And as you know, inflation, prices rise. I could no longer afford to work there. And if I could go back, I would, if they would have paid me more. Since they weren't paying me as much as I should have got, I had to leave. So I found a new job. I work at a factory now that I actually enjoy working at. It's not like a fast-paced factory. We just make corrugate stuff for companies. Local companies. There's some companies out of Kentucky that we do stuff for. Stuff like that. Also, I don't know if you noticed, the background is vastly different than what it used to be. Like, I used to have 2 bookshelves with lights. I gotta work on that. I'm planning on doing some sort of light feature over here. I will tilt you guys up just slightly. I'm going to try to figure out this situation. I'm hoping I can get my glass cabinet in here and put in that corner, because I have a bunch of, I don't know if you can kind of see it, I have uranium glass. Like, I've really been recently big into collecting uranium glass. I moved. I bought my own house, and if some of you guys like seen on my Instagram, I've kind of kept up with the Instagram, not so much. Me and my fiance bought a house. So that's why the background's different. Playing around with it, trying something new. You might see me in a different background the next week. Also, I don't know, I think I announced it, I got engaged. Me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in June. And not last New Year's. Not just recent New Year's, because this comes, as of recording, it's March 10th, 2025. Not 2025 New Year's, but 2024, like 23 to 24 New Year's, he proposed. And so we've been engaged for over a year now. So very happy. We have a date set, kind of tossing it around, thinking about not doing a big wedding and going small, family, private type of thing, and then have like a big party later for whoever wants to show up. And I might vlog about all that. If you ever see me yawning a lot, I get up for 3 o'clock. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. It's a very long day. So let's get into a little bit something else. I changed the name of the channel. It's no longer Crafty Book Girl. It's Brews and Bindings. When I started this channel, I wanted to do a lot of like homey things, like crocheting, talking about coffee and books and things that just made me happy. And I'm still going to do that. I still got a lot of crochet projects that I work on. I do cross stitch. I read like heavily. But I wanted, when I started that channel, I didn't know who I was as a person. Because I worked for a school, there was limitations to how I could perceive myself externally. I wasn't allowed to show a lot of my tattoos, like the ones here. I have one on my leg. I wasn't allowed to show a lot of my tattoos. I had to dress very professional. Not that that's a bad thing. I still do that every once in a while. But the factory I work for now, it's very much dressed down. You wear what makes you comfortable. There's a couple people that wear the pajamas every day. It's just whatever makes your happy little butt happy. But I decided to kind of portray my channel the way I wanted to portray it. I've always been into like gothic things, like gothic castles and like knights and spooky stuff, as you can see from my ghost and stuff. Like, I've always had spooky stuff. Don't worry, my TBR jar is like right there. A little pumpkin TBR jar. But I've really, since I switched this job, I've had an opportunity to portray myself externally the way I want to portray. So if you ever notice, my hair is black. It's not brown. And actually, before it went black, I had half black, half like green. And I'll have to have Eric, my editor me editing, pop up a picture of what I looked like with half and half hair. I got face piercings. I've got 2 double nostrils done. I got my Medusa done. I've got other plans for other piercings that I want. And this is how I used to be in high school, and I was very happy looking like this. Not for everyone. Try to keep your opinions to yourself. This is how I'm comfortable, and I hope you can respect that. I try to keep this channel as positive as I can. I always want to be my true authentic self, and this is how I feel. And so yeah, new edition, literally just March the 1st, which was last weekend. I have hold on. I just got my hands tattooed. I have dots on all of my fingers. I got stars. And then it goes up my arm, and I'm planning on like making this into like constellations and planets and my Greek goddesses and gods. As you can see, I've got Hades here. Ferret booty. Censored a ferret booty. Centered a ferret booty. Anyway, so nothing's really going to change. I'm still going to talk about coffee and my crafts and my books and all that fun stuff. Just things are going to look a little bit the way I want them to look, and black and purples and reds and uranium glass. I just got into collecting uranium glass. I lost a ferret. He tried to jump on my bookshelf and failed miserably. Miserably. Yeah. Yeah. You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi to the camera. Okay, we'll go back there. So, also, we have a new producer. This channel is being produced under Reizu Media. I co-own Reizu Media, so it's not like a big production thing. Things are still going to stay the same. Me and Eric, my fiance, we co-own Reizu Media. We do things like band management, photography, podcast, stuff like that. Got a couple other YouTube shows. So I am also on those as well. I'm also on Quickies, which is a podcast that we do here on the YouTubes. 15 minutes or less if you want just a quickie, which is like a quick 15-minute or less podcast. Turn it on when you're brushing your teeth, getting ready in the morning, making your cup of coffee, whatever. Actually, I think it comes out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, just turn it on while you're starting dinner or doing your laundry. Taking a shit. Something. Watch us. It's fun. I'm not on there all the time, but we do have a good cast of people. I'm also a part of OK Morning Show, which is another like long form podcast. Every morning, turn it on when you're going to work, making breakfast for the kids, getting people up, whatever, taking a shower. Just turn it on. Good for laughs. We talk about everything under the sun there. There is no shy topics. We have spooky days. We have feel-good, heart-warming stories, stuff like that. And as of filming this, this is the 10th, in case I didn't already say this. The first episode should be up March 17th. Hopefully this is going to be the same day upload. Fingers crossed. Me and my best friend are starting our own podcast. I have to check us out. We have to work out the kinky details. Work out the details and the kinks, not the kinky details. got to come up with names. I just know that we're going to be talking about like urban legends, spooky stories, thriller books, because both me and her are very avid readers. Life shit, stuff like that. Girl things. Like, me and her have been friends for 15 years. Yeah. Let's get into the new content. So, I haven't set like a direct schedule. Like, I'm gonna try to at least upload 3 a week. Don't hold me to that. Vlogs here and there, book hauls. I know a definite is going to be what I read last week type of thing. So, like, if whatever I read for the week before. So it'll be filmed like that Friday and be like, this is what I read for this week. And then I'll upload it that Monday. I get, it's called Probably Smut. It's a book subscription. I get it once a month. Hopefully next month when I get my next box, I will be able to start just doing one of those videos a month or 2 of those videos. Like maybe one talk, like opening it up, showing you what's inside, promoting. And then like maybe one whenever I finish the book. Some of the books that I'm going to be talking about here in a second, I've got from there. And I'll get into that a little bit later down the road. So yeah, there will be Q&As here and there. There'll be quick little mini update videos, book hauls, going out and like filming in bookstores. Like there's the Book Loft in Columbus, which is near where I live. I live in Ohio. That I want to go to. There's the ones in the Oregon district, which is Dayton for us. Half Price Books, which there's everywhere. I want to try to go to there's just a new bookstore that opened up called Slow Burn Books in Garrett, Indiana, that just opened up today or last week or whatever. I want to try to get my friends and go out there to visit them. Yeah. So be subscribed for stuff like that if you're interested in that. Also, there'll be just be random crafty books. Like a couple of videos, I'm probably going to be trying a new coffee while I'm talking about books. So everything's going to be all combined into one channel. So yeah, hit that like, subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. If that's still a thing, I don't know. I've never really heard people talk about that anymore. Yeah, so let's get into what I read. I mean, you probably didn't listen to any of that bullshit. And just, like, this crazy goth chick can't stop talking. It's me. We'll get into what I've read for the year. So, I've updated my book journal since the last time. So, the last time I did my book journal, it was like blue with the moon on it. This I got from my book subscription. It's a little ruined. I have to... Oh no, it's ruined over here. These stickers... They give us stickers. So these are the stickers that I get in the book box. They're like based on the books that we get for the month. Like this was for Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. That just came out. Let's see. This is another one that came out. I have a Kindle that has a bunch of these stickers. I just got a Kindle. I forgot to mention that. I just got my very first Kindle for Christmas last year. What other one? Like this was for oh shit, what was it? Hannah Grace's Icebreakers, and then she had that whole series. I don't have it in front of me. The second and the very first special edition book and the second one. I'll have to get the third one and show you guys eventually, but Probably Smut, the company that sent me that journal. When Daydream by Hannah Grace came out, when I got the second book in the Maple Hills series, it was a special edition cover, quite like this. And so when Daydream came out, they re-released Icebreakers in the special edition if you didn't get it originally with the second book. I'm drawing a blank on the book. I'm sorry. I really loved it though. And so I ended up buying Daydream in the special edition cover, which came with annotation tabs and stickers. And I got Icebreakers in the special edition cover as well. And they are fucking gorgeous. Also, I will drop a link for Probably Smut. You have to join a waitlist though. But they do open, I think they're opening up more slots this month. They all are signed by the author. Like digitally signed by the author. So yeah, that's fun. You hear that scratching? That's the ferret. Anyway, and so also on top of this lovely journal, it's got a magnetic tab. They send you 5 book review pages. And I'll show you a little bit more of that when I get my next book. We will get to this in a second. So each one comes with, ignore the date. I put it down and I haven't picked it back up yet. I do plan on picking it up. But it has spots where you can put the authors, the genres, what kind of tropes are in the book, your favorite quote, your little review tabs, and then like the book rating you have and your spice level if there's spice in the book. So we will be going through some of the books that I read since January. I started Iron Flame in December of 2023 and I still haven't finished it. But I did buy Onyx Storm. Sometimes in the okay, here's a good example since this is the Daydreams annotation tabs and stuff. They send out an annotation guide as well as annotation tabs for different parts of the book. They color coordinate. It's real cute. But my favorite part about these annotation tab or guides is when I first started getting these, they were like huge pages. I'm talking like almost the span of a book page. But I have recently, I don't have one. Oh, maybe I do have one on me. The backs of them, they double as a bookmark. So this one is daydreaming about books. And so what I'll do is I'll take a piece of like cardstock and do it like double-sided tape to this section and make it into a bookmark, and I'll laminate it. Yeah. So they're really good. They're really high quality. They don't bend very easily, stuff like that. So also, sometimes you get book art. I think this was out of Wallflower by Sally Louise. I think that's the book name. It's what the main male character looks like. Yeah. Like, can I match this to my face? Ooh, where is it? No. Sometimes you get stuff like that. I've gotten like page covers. Yeah. This video is going to be very fucking long. Anyway, so I started My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and L.J. Sheen. Overall, I started this in December and I finished it January 8th. So it was kind of like my end of 24 at the beginning of January 25. I gave it 4 stars out of 5. It's a dark romance. There's topics like enemies to lovers, arranged marriage, that type of stuff. There are trigger warnings. Most of them... Some of the books that I read have the trigger warnings inside the book covers. But this one does not have one. But this is like a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. I think like the pages are fucking cute. Some of them are black pages, some of them are regular pages. Let's see. They have a QR code for playlists, stuff like that. Spice level out of 5. Peppers? I don't know what you want to call them. About a 3.5 in my book. Now, I gave my friend a copy of this as well as the second book in the series for Christmas. She did not like this one. I don't know if she read the second one yet. I'll have to get with her on that. So, ooh, ignore the shaking. I just set my book down. The second book I read is... Oh, also, these are like cardstock, so they're pretty heavy duty. My Dark Desire. Now, this one, when I ordered it, the book pages came damaged. Like, there's wrinkles in them. So I contacted Barnes & Noble, and they sent me a replacement. So I have 2 of these. Also, I live on a busy street now, and so if you hear cars, I apologize. Oh, also, I still have Binks, if you remember Binks. She is very much a fat cat now. My Binks the babies. She's still my chunky bitch. Okay, get down. Ow, scratch me in the boob. Anyway, Barnes & Noble sent me a replacement. Still fucked up. Let me get to one of the pages. Like, it's kind of hard to tell unless you're, like, really looking for it. But I don't know if this will pick it up. If you look... Oh. You probably can't see it. I'll try to upload a photo of it. The words are, like, reprinted over each other, and so it's all blurry. They were going to issue me a replacement and have somebody look at the pages and see if they're fucked up or not, because the first copy, which is this one, the pages were wrinkled. Still legible. Absolutely cannot read the next one. Like, the words are fucked with a capital F. So, if you don't mind fucked up pages, I might do a giveaway. If I can get enough subscribers. Eric is like, what the fuck? He's just glad I'm going to get rid of books. Right? Mm-hmm. He's ignoring me. Anyway, that one I gave a 5 out of 5. Sorry, I forgot to talk about the rating. I went on a whole tangent. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on the spice level. This is a dark romance, Cinderella retelling type of thing. There's a 3rd book in this series. Not sure when that's coming out, though. Anyway. Boss Employee, Forced Proximity, Enemies to Lovers. My favorite stuff. My favorite quote for this book was, "You make my soul breathe fire, my beautiful dark desire." And that is so cute. I love that. Love it. Alright, next one. Pack Darling by Lola Rock. It's her, Pack Darling duology. Special edition cover. It has both books inside of it. Look at it. It's beautiful. She is masterpiece. Masterpiece. I've annotated. Just realized I annotated this very weirdly. This was a probably smut book for the month of November of 2024. So, like, I get them and then I try to get through whatever book I'm on. I don't read it in a month. Pick up books in between, that type of thing, so that way I don't get burned out. This is a Omegaverse. So, alphas, betas, omegas, that fun shit. 3.5 stars. I'm gonna keep it, though, because it's a probably smut book. They're my babies. 5 out of 5 on the spice level. I did not have a favorite quote. It is a reverse harem. Slow burn. Why choose? Gorgeous. Love her. Keep her. There's nothing really special about the chapter pages. Like some of the books that I have special edition chapter pages. Not in the case of this. So, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. This was October of 2024 for the Probably Smut. I'm going to get a lot of shit. I absolutely hated this book. It's Dawn of Onyx. Special edition cover. I cannot resell these because they don't have the barcode. They're not in the front or back. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Signature page by Lola Rock. Yeah. Couldn't get into it. Started first chapter, was like, the fuck is this shit? Didn't finish it. First do not finish of the year. It's my New Year's resolution to be able to say no to a book. This one actually has like a little letter from the author. Let's see. What else does it have for? No, but it has a map, which is cute. I like the cover. It's really pretty. The story's just not for me. Here's the back of it. The next book that I read in the year so far. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So I read My Dark Desire in January 8th through January the 12th. So you can kind of get an average of how long I read a book. Pack Darling was January 12th through January 16th. 4 days for that one. Dawn of Onyx, so I started the 16th, put it down the 17th, and did not pick it back up. Now, flip the book around. Another Probably Smut book for the year. This was for December's book. This is Greenlight by Jessie Hall. I think I'm saying that right. She is the author of the Mindfuck series. This is a dark romance. I believe. Oh, here's signature. Oh, I didn't really show that very well. Signature. There's not a trigger page. I love the dedication to this book. To those of you with inboxes full of 60-year-old sugar daddies, may one of them be secretly obsessive, tattooed, tortured anti-hero, craving to defile you on camera. That's what this book is. It's not even a sugar daddy, it's her stepbrother. Taboo dark romance. It's one of those, like, it's always been you, morally black. Not morally gray, morally black character. Revenge mystery plot. There's a lot of kink exploration, forced proximity. There's a lot of deep, meaningful quotes in this book. Definitely recommend it. This is another one that I annotated. Normally, if you see me annotate up here at the top, it's a dual POV, so it's his and hers, so then I would, or his and hers and multiple hises, whatever. So I annotated them based on whose point of view I'm reading, whatever. These all mean a different thing. I no longer have the guide to tell you because I've made it into a bookmark. And actually, this shirt came with this book. So once I get my next month's, you're going to hear the ferret try to stash some shit now. Next month's box, I will explain what all's in it, what I get, that type of thing. 4.5 stars. Spice level, 4.5. My favorite quote is, "It's the slow decay of hope that kills the living, not the beast subjecting us to their bite." There's a lot of deep, meaningful quotes. Sometimes I take my... If you follow me on... I'll go into my socials here in a second. The new socials that I bought. One of my socials, I post a lot of the quotes from the books that I like. A couple of the ones that I've read from this book are on there. So I will talk about that in a second. The one I read after that, oh, duh, I didn't tell you how long I read that one. January 17th to the 30th. So this one was a little bit longer, but it's a thicker book. And I had a lot of shit going on. I think my daughter was having surgery. She was having her eye surgery. What were we doing? I can't remember. There was a lot of shit going on. Anyway, so the next book that I got from Probably Smut, because I was trying to get all of them and get caught up for the year, was January's 2025's, was The Final Rose by Amy Oliveira. I feel like I was saying that. Oh, God. Quit flashing your butthole. Do you want salmon oil? Will that make you... This is his favorite treat, is salmon oil. It stinks so bad. Alright. You had your fill. Be gone, beast. Be bound, foul demon. Be gone, foul demon. Think The Bachelorette, or The Bachelor. The Bachelor. Think of The Bachelor, but in book form. 4 stars. The spice level in this one was not my favorite. I'll just keep going. So if you hear a lot of crinkling, it's the ferret in his tunnel. If you want to see a ferret cage tour with all his little Squishmallow toys that he absolutely adores. Let's see, where's his favorite one? He has this little Loch Ness monster. They're dog toys. This is his favorite. Like, genuinely his favorite. He's got, like, kappas, sushis. He likes the crinkle. He's weird. Anyway. 2.5 spice level. This is a romantic comedy. I love the comedy aspect of it. I didn't think I would. Workplace romance, grumpy sunshine, forbidden, that type of thing. He falls first. Yeah, I wasn't sure about this because I'm not a fan of The Bachelor. But I quite like this one. It's the special edition. Again, I can't sell these because the IBSN's. But just like Dawn of Onyx and this other My Dark Desire, I might give them away if I do a giveaway. Signature page. I didn't annotate this one as much, but the good thing that I do like, the one thing I do like about this is the chapter pages have roses next to them, which is really cute. Same thing up here, like the character point of view, that type of stuff. Oh, that's Eric making noise. Alright. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this one again. This is a reread. I read this forever ago. Back when the peak of Book Talk started. And I got a recommendation to read this book. Yeah, I reread it because I decided way back when that I was going to keep it because I liked it that much. And as you know, your perspective on things change as you get older. It has been like 3 years since I read this book, so I read it again. Controversy. Exactly. My reread, I gave it a 2.5. Some of the parts of the story were still cute, which I thought I liked. Which I really liked the last time I read it. Spice level was a 1. The fuck? Just P and V, that's it. Pretty much. It's an insta-love. Sometimes I'm not a fan of insta-loves. It's a second chance romance. I had no favorite quotes. The only thing I did like about this book was the pictures that come with it of the paintings. Like, I really did like that. The idea, spoilers in case you haven't read it. Owen, yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Owen is an artist, and he takes people's confessions and paints whatever he feels. So, like, one of them was, sometimes I wonder if being dead would have been easier than being his mother. And, like, that's a confession, and he painted it. There's, like, this is, like, apparently his mom. There's, like, different ones. It's just stuff like that. This one was, I'll Love You Forever Even When I Can't. The concept of that itself is fucking amazing, and I really like that one. Like, the concept of it, if it was done differently by a different author, I would have probably enjoyed this a lot more. If you're Colleen Hoover stan, more power to you. I am not. I used to be, I am not. Trying to get through all of her books. I have a shit ton of them because I bought a bunch and then never read them. So this is going to be in a donate to Thrift Books, Goodwill, that type of thing, because it has the barcode that I can have scanned in. That one, oh, again, I didn't tell you when I read the last book. The Final Rose I read January 30th to February the 5th. That one I read February 5th to the 7th, so it took me 2 days to read that one, which is kind of my average, actually. I read about a book every 2 days. We're getting into my favorite one so far of this year. It's a hardback edition of Probably Smut. This was the February book of the month. Deep End. I love this cover. It's like the comic book cover. Apparently this was supposed to be the original book of the name. The original name of the book. Shut the fuck up, Eric.
Can you hear me judging you?
Yes, I could hear you judging me very silently until you laughed. Annotated it. I really enjoyed this one. This was kinkier than I thought she would write. I'm a big fan. Purple inside pages. Let's see. It has a little book. Ooh, you can't really see it. Trying to think if there's any special things about it. No, there's not really any special things about the book other than the hardback. We don't often get hardbacks with Probably Smut. I've had Probably Smut for about a year now. It'll probably be a year in February? No. It's been almost a year since I've had this book subscription. This is my favorite book I've gotten so far. So, I'm really excited about that. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Sports contemporary romance. Eric's yawning like a motherfucker over there. This one I kept picking up and putting down just because life kept happening. Not so much that I just didn't want to read it, just life kept happening. I read it from February 8th to the 21st. Golden Boy MMC, He Falls First, Opposites Attract, Slow Burn, Secret Hookups, that whole shebang. Yeah, so far this is my favorite for the year, and I have nothing to compete with that yet, because we are 3 months in. The ferret is going to town. The book I read after that, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. Did not finish this. I got 6.5 chapters in, or halfway through sixth chapter. Couldn't finish it. My friend told me to read it. I love her to pieces. This is her favorite book. I could not. So I will be donating this one as well. I started this the 21st and I could not finish it. So yeah. Let's see. What did I read next? I don't have much to talk about this one. Just couldn't get into it. I hated how much of an asshole he was to her. Rhapsodic by Laura Thassala. I feel like I'm going to say that wrong. Forgive me. Let me turn this up a little bit again. There we go. I started this one February 24th. I finished it March the 2nd. So this one was a little bit longer to go through. Fated Mates, dark fantasy romance. 3 stars. Will not be keeping it. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of books that I have. Even though I enjoyed this one, I'm trying to say, like, if I give it a 3-star or less, unless I absolutely like it, the fact that I gave it a 3-star, I'm getting rid of it most of the time. 2-star on the Spice. Meh. Fated Mates, Slow Burn, Enemies to Lovers, Paranormal Romance, that type of stuff. Yeah, so donating this one. Alrighty, and then March 2nd, I started, and this is my current read, and I got about this much left to do. Credence by Penelope Douglas. And I will go into how I picked this one, considering it's not a monthly book. I've finished all of my monthly books for the year so far. I skipped last month's, or March's book on Probably Smut just because I needed to take a break. Life. Plus it kind of got a little repetitive. We had 2 dark romances right back to back. No. We went from a really fluffy, lovely, amazing story to a dark romance, and it was going to throw me off. And that's kind of what I ended up doing. I went to a sports romance after a fluffy sports romance. Couldn't do a dark romance after that one. Anyway, so this one's more of a taboo. I mean, it's Credence. It's Penelope Douglas. We all know what it's about. She's trapped in a cabin in the middle of Colorado. I don't know what the correct way to say it is. The middle of winter with her step-uncle and step-cousins. And yeah. So far so good. I really like this one. I've done some, like, I annotate some of my favorite quotes because I don't have an annotation guide. But yeah. So that's that. Before I sign off of here, I want to talk about a new app that I'm on. It's called Tome. It just came out this year. I'm going to get real friendly with you here for a second. Pop the hip. Open my water. Listen to a ferret chew his food. But I really enjoy Tome. I'm under Crafty Book Girl because I'm waiting for them to let me change my username. This is back when I thought I was still going to keep the Crafty Book Girl name. I treat it a lot like my Goodreads. I post what I'm reading, my reviews, favorite quotes. The good thing about Tome is you can set, like, albums. So, like, one's my 2025 reading challenge. Reviews, my recommendations, do not finish stuff. Like, you can set these up. One of them is about my book tarot cards, and I'll get into that in, like, a different video. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Anyway, Tome, check me out on there. I post reviews and stuff like that. Got the TikToks, I got the Goodreads. Gotta make a Facebook page. Twitter's still a thing anymore? X, whatever it's called. I'll have to make one of those. Yeah, so follow me. Bye.